Most of my problems also don't communicate using pheromones. Guess it depends on if you count just this part or all of it. Anyways, let's get to the video game. Alright, last time around, got the big quest in Foundry done. There is still the mission from Jack that I had to get done. Other than that, I'm basically done there. Though there is also the super steel stuff, which I did look up on where to go get the refining data for that. There are 2 I can get over at the Institute. Well, only one I can actually get. The other one I'd have to invest a whole lot into persuasion or lockpicking, which I am not doing. One from there. There's another one over here at the lab I didn't go to. Just north of that square. Other one... not the passages. Caves, I think. I don't remember exactly where it is, but it's part of the Protectorate quest line. So, just get that done once I get around to doing the quest. That would be 3 of them. Then there's a couple more you can find in the DLC area. There's one you can find in the waterways also. Look, the one that's in the waterways, I haven't... I don't think I've ever actually gone and done the area it's in. The abandoned outpost or something. But anyways. So I can go and try to get the free quest line. I can go do one of the oligarchs. So like Praetorian, JKK, or I forget what the last one is. Could go do one of those. There's the Oculus questline, like I mentioned, which actually should be pretty easy, so I'll go do that one first. What else do I have? Some general exploration I could get around to doing. All kinds of things. Start by waddling right back over to the foundry. Take the back tunnels over there. Pile of junk with some world booze bottle. Beer. 2 points. Got all the right stuff equipped. vaguely remember there being landmines. Just forget where. There's one. There's 2. 3. Dog over there. Could be enough damage that I don't have to worry about it. I got rid of one of them. Guy number 2 is not showing his face. Yeah, there he is. There he was. Train log. 1 point. Just need another 13. Another one of those funny helmets. If I remember right, over there is just a bunch of rat hounds. But I've been wrong before. Well, that was rude. Sniper hits me for 247 versus 363. Doesn't account for the fact that I had a higher initiative roll. Try again. Same result as first time. Alright, do it manual. Here they are. Walked right into it. Yeah. Oops, it can't be done the easy way. nothing. Could try the Molotov or a flashbang. Take 5 turns for the cripple to go away. Not taking enough bleed damage to kill me, but that might change in a turn or two. Here we go. Now we wait. Just realized I got rid of all my regular health hypos. Amplified high frequency. 885, 167, capacity of 186. 741, 83. Capacity of 412. Much lower capacity. Much better against lasers. For a little bit. Expensive gun. %, which is better. Probably should not stand on the fire. Can I get to that box without stepping on the trap? Doesn't seem like it. But it is. Fancy lighter. Heard one of those. For 2 points. 11 missing. Next one's the one that's all just red hounds. Skip that one. 2 snipers. Hold on to the other guns for now. Have any other repair kits? Didn't realize how full my inventory was. Not sure what to get rid of. Probably the pistols. Maybe not that one. Trying to figure out what's taking up most of the weight. Pretty sure it's the ammo, followed up by all the mountain of metal I'm wearing and wielding. After that, it's probably all the grenades I'm carrying, and all the fun little components. A few of these. Still not quite enough. There we go. Explosive barrel. Do I trust it? Time pumper. Probably not the thing to start the fight off with. And at least it's 2 of them. on down. And there's the rest. Fancy knife. Some poetry. 1 point. A frequency 9109208. Capacitive 360. Definitely higher shielding, but lower capacity. Would it be worth it? Maybe. There's more deer beer. 23 out of 30. Bubblegum. 24 out of 30. Not even gonna try to manage the weight right now. Just gonna let my way back over the foundry. Really wish I had a third arm some days. Much easier to both play the video game and sip my drink. And knowing my luck, I'd ask a genie for it, and he'd place the extra arm on the back of my head. Then I'd never be able to wear a hat again. Oh, the tragedy. what I want here. Start with the buying, and then the selling. $73,109. This one is stronger. But probably not worth buying. Ooh, that one's got 14%. One could use at least one repair kit on it. Good if I had rebuilt my pile of launcher barrels. I think I did. Pretty sure I need the short barrels rather than the long barrels anyway. Actually, I'm not sure if these are the long barrels or not. Oh no, wait, it says right there. Long barrel is in the name if it is. Long barrel is not in the name if it is not. Totally different from the shotgun barrels. Buy a couple. Alright. Slightly less weight, a whole lot more money. Keep it going. $85. Not nearly enough. Maybe ditch the jackhammer. the feeling I'm gonna need it though. Seven. Split between just using up the extra grenades I have that are lower tier, or just trying to sell them. Should probably use them rather than sell them. Probably. Sell what I can to the electronics shop, and then store the rest in the barrel next to the portal zone. Dump all of this. And the spare parts. Definitely feels like there's something here I could get rid of. Can't think of what it could be. Probably a chunk of the ammo. Yeah, that's a bit better. Already looted this one, I think. Yep. Oh, mysterious man. A slender figure stands in your way. Who goes there? Then you'll fight. Enter. If you say so. tall, imposing figure dressed in black stands before you, calmly waiting for you to step into the room. While the man seems fairly at ease, you sense that behind the illuminating stare there's a mind more alert than it might appear. A mind that is capable of swiftly and accurately reacting to even a slightest sign of disturbance or danger. When he eventually does open his mouth to speak, he effortlessly manages to fill the small room with his platinum-heavy, ringing voice. "We have been waiting for you. I am Everard, for the time being. And I would like to welcome you to Foundry. We've been watching you take care of this mess here in Foundry." He slowly claps. "Well done." "Jack told me to talk to you about my assignment. Or an assignment." "I reckon he did. We have a very important situation, Paul. One of our own is imprisoned right here in Foundry. He allowed himself to get caught during a certain act and ended up behind bars. He's being held in a Foundry prison, awaiting trial." "What happened exactly?" Todor Soliwatch was tasked with following a traveling merchant named Bolivar Daut, and was to keep an eye on him. After certain events were to take place, Todor was instructed to assassinate him, which he did. But his exfiltration was less than desirable. He was seen and allowed himself to be apprehended. The real issue here is that Todor is one of us, therefore, he knows everything we know. Right, Paul? And if the Foundry Guard was to find out what he knows, it would be very, very bad for us. So you want me to get him out of there? Yeah, get him out if possible. He slightly leans forward and then continues. If not, well... Oh, one more thing before I let you on your mission. We've had a lucky break that bought us some time. Foundry has a single judge that handles all cases, and he just recently died of food poisoning. How fortunate is that, right? With his death, Todor's case is on hold for now, giving us time to act. Or should I say, giving you time to act. You may leave now. If you have any questions, I'm always here. Alright. Sounds easy enough. Just have to get the guy out of jail. Or kill him. One of the two. Oh there, Chief. Need to talk to you about a prisoner called Todor Soliwatch. Is that the man who killed Bolivar Daut? Accused of killing. Due to Judge Taylor's passing, I will be dealing with all criminal cases. So, what was it you wanted to talk about? I think he's innocent and you should release him. Nope. You've already proven trustworthy, and I thank you for all the help so far, but I haven't even gone to this case yet, with all the work I have at the moment, and most of our investigators are busy with other cases. The reason I haven't begun is that we're still missing the murder weapon. If you manage to find it alongside any other clues, we can quickly process the case and release him. Deal. I'll be back with the evidence. Now's a good time to point out the blood splatter on the wall here. Then a sniper rifle, overlooking where the blood splatter is. Abandoned sniper rifle. Was found on one of the rooftops in Foundry. Weapon appears to have been used sometime in the past. I have the weapon. Chief takes a careful look at the rifle. What have you got? Some, dude or a chick who ain't Tordor shot Bolivar with the rifle. In the head. Yeah. Chief stares at you, evidently irritated by your response. I'd like you to be serious now. Give me a proper explanation or stop bothering me. I, gotta investigate. Right. Don't think there's any more evidence that'll help me out here. Pretty sure anyway. Yep, just a whole lot of tomato sauce on the wall. Run off to the jail. Hello there, Delma. Middle-aged woman wearing gleaming metal armor gets up from behind her desk and stands up to meet her guest. She looks at you, lifting her slightly wrinkly eyelids to reveal experienced eyes that haven't lost much intensity since her younger days. Her voice, on the other hand, is already one step inside the grave, for it is heavy and low-pitched, sounding as if there's some weight on her vocal folds, which pushes the voice down into the low range. Uh-oh. Aren't you Paul? It's a pleasure to finally meet you. I'm Delma Ward, the warden of Foundry Prison. I'll take this opportunity to say that we are all very grateful for what you did, getting rid of those rocky creatures and all. Whatever it is you need, I'll do my best to help you. Need to ask some questions about the prisoner. Yeah, Todor Salywatch. What did you want to ask me about him? Why is he here? What's your relationship with him? He's my cousin. Cousin? What, you don't trust me after everything I've done? Sorry. Didn't mean it like that. Forget I said anything. What was it you asked me about him again? Why is he here? Accused of murdering a traveling merchant called Bolivar Dowd. This case is currently on hold due to the unfortunate death of Judge Taylor, and it will be continued after a new judge has been elected. Or if something important and urgent comes up, the current chief, Chief Banner in this case, can decide the fate of the accused. It's all according to Foundry law. Can I see him? I'll allow it, but this one time only. I'll tell the guards to lead you to the visiting room. You're led into the small room by a guard who locks the door behind you. Wait for a minute or two, glancing at the electric eye of the cameras sweeping across the room. At last, footsteps can be heard approaching. The door opens, and a guard leads in a man you presume to be Todor. The guard locks the other door behind him, leaving you two to mutual scrutiny. Todor is the first to speak. So, you're the one who wants to talk to me. Don't remember ever seeing you before. I'm Paul. Been sent by Everard. Everard. He smiles. See, my friends haven't forgotten about me. Great. What do you have in mind? You getting me out of here? Everard's worried about you. Or worried about you talking. You know what I mean. His face becomes dead serious. I haven't spoken about the cell. They asked me all sorts of questions, but I swear I told them nothing. Everard knows me. Come on. I believe you. Don't worry. I'll get you out of here. Oh, thanks. Scared me for a moment. Phew. So, what's the plan? Tell me what happened. How'd you end up in here? I guess Everard told you everything, but here goes. Hell, some time ago Everard told me to follow this guy, Boulevard Dowd. Some merchant traveling around the South Underrail. I was supposed to keep an eye on him, and after receiving the green light, I was to assassinate him. All was well. When the time to kill came, I shot him with my sniper rifle. You should have seen it. His head split in half. He smiled. Large caliber rounds make gruesome wounds. Then, people panicked, dispersed in all directions. I left the rifle on the roof I took the shot from so I wouldn't be seen walking around with it. Then I made my way down and began my retreat to the hideout. Nearly made it back. All was going according to plan. Then the guard stopped me. Damn it, I was almost there. And he was real suspicious. As if he knew that I had taken the shot. Maybe someone saw me or, I don't know. But the bastard just wouldn't budge and, well, here I am. And I had done everything right. It's just, I was out of luck. And what do you mean by receiving the green light? Damn it. I don't know if I should say it, but Bolivar was supposed to meet with another trader, an arms merchant working for some people in Core City. Oliver Micas is his name. Hell, the guy's been selling guns to everyone from small gangs to ironheads. I heard he even traded with lurkers. Foundry Guard doesn't know any of this, by the way. All in all, I was to wait before Micas and Dowd met, and then whack the ladder. Any idea who ordered the assassination? No. Even if I did, that I can't spill. But I don't think it was Micas. I was watching them. They seemed like they made a good deal. They seemed rather pleased. That's all I wanted to talk to you about. Right? Guess it didn't really give me all that much information. Although I guess I can just tell him that some dude from Micah's side of the equation decided to shoot Dowd. Have the weapon. Found the rifle on the roof of the building overlooking the alley Bolivar Dowd was shot in. Found out that Bolivar was supposed to meet an arms merchant named Oliver Micas. They had an argument, and Micas later had him shot. Yeah, it's the thing I was just talking about. Micas. I remember that name mentioned, but all that you told me still doesn't prove that he killed Dowd. Might need more than that. What proves that Sully Watch killed Dowd? You're keeping him in prison based on nothing. I see. You've already proven you're a good investigator, so I'll trust you on this one. We'll take the rifle and see what information we have on Micah's. I'll have my men right on it. That's good. I'll pass this on and see if this was indeed the weapon Dowd was killed with. I'll also see if we can learn anything more from the weapon. Come see me later. I'll have an answer. Forget if I actually have to leave or not, but let's do it anyways. Leave, walk around in a circle for 5 seconds, and then we go back. You're back. I'm conducting an investigation. Discovered that the rifle you gave me was indeed used to kill Bolivar Dowd. Based on the caliber, angle of shot, etc. Got no evidence that could prove that Todor fired the gun. There's just no fingerprints on the rifle, nor any other clues. Also got no way to link the gun to Micah's either. Still, due to the lack of evidence, as well as your involvement in the case, Todor Seliwatch is now a free man. We'll attempt to locate Micah's. Hopefully, that will lead us to the real murderer. Consider your friend a free man. I've gotta go. See ya. I'm pretty sure Micah's is dead as hell based off the fact that I have his mobile computer that's covered in blood. You know, this one right here. Anyway, get this turned in. About Todor. Managed to get him released from prison. Excellent. I'm pleased to hear that. He did good work. Todor will be at a foundry for a while. Guessing he's already headed to a safer location. Still, I have to ask you something. Was Todor discreet about her business in foundry? You know what I mean. I didn't say anything. I'm sure of it. He smiles. Good. Very glad to hear that. You can return to Jack now. Your work here is done. Turn to Jack I will. Oh, before I do that, it is time for the 3-minute break. I'm gonna go eat a banana or something. Back from the slightly more than 3-minute break. Back to the Vigima games. XP from that. Just need 4 more. Alright, we'll sell this stuff. Right after I go buy some more juice. Give me juice. Start with Ford Apogee. Start with this guy. $110. Forget. Or no, wait, I already refurbished the Thumper. Don't have to worry about that one. Know that there's another unique grenade launcher that needs a 40mm frame though. Forget how good it had to be. And I can't afford it anyways. Maybe later. It's 12 medicine. That's 4 right there. Under 8. Just a long walk for anyone who's encumbered. And he doesn't want to buy anything anyways. Not that he's got any grenade launcher frames that I want, but even if he did, I'd just be bitching about how I can't buy it. have done that 5 minutes ago. I have enough if I sell both of those. No. How about this? Still no. I tried. Right, next, Corsair or Camp Halford first. Want 9 bolts. The exact right amount. Keeping all of that. And same thing with the meds. I'll check about how I completed the mission. 400 coins. Done everything you asked. Now what? Indeed you have. And with optimal results even. This hasn't gone unnoticed. There's, someone who wishes to speak with you. Travel to the caves below Lower Underrail, and look for Azif in a place called the Hanging Rat. Alright, I'll look for him. He nods. Also, would you like to buy some stuff? Probably put away more things. Oh hey, it's Billy. How you doing? And let's not forget the subscription. You are now not only the first subscriber, you're the first 2-month subscriber. Breaking that record. And yeah, I'm doing good. I should probably stream more, but I am doing good. Hopefully you're doing good too. Does Oscar have anything cool? It's got a 10-round box mag. That's pretty cool. Long barrels, no grenade launcher frames, small pile of hexogen. Yeah, I'll grab that. Alphabet is as full of garbage as always. But I'll take those bottles. Nothing crazy here. Don't think I'm gonna be making use of the rifle and shotgun technical manual for anything, but I was gonna say I'm gonna sell it anyways, but nah, gonna hold on to it. Alright, next up, rail crossing. See if anyone wants to go buy all these goggles I have. Not buzzer. Maybe one of the other guys. Can't help but feel like I'm forgetting something. Like, outside the game, I mean. If it was important, I could probably think about it. On a technical manual. Have it. You did. That's great. Pockets the memory stick after taking a look at it. Not only is this gonna help me plenty, it's gonna be a riveting read as well. And he's not selling terribly much right now. Inventory's pretty cleared out. Got a whole 34 weight units worth of loot I can pick up. Get over to the rat. Siphoners are less scary than ever. As long as there's not like 15 of them at the same time. It's a big ass beetle. It's getting closer. And the second one. Four of them. That's a lot of bug. Well, not going to be terribly accurate. But at least this does not reduce the damage, just the accuracy. One down. Some more fire. Two down. Three down. Have a grenade. Total miss. But damn, these fuckers are annoying. Let her miss. Hope they don't kill me. Damn. One screw up too many. Second try. As long as I manage to avoid getting hit by that pseudo-spatial distortion or whatever the thing that debuffs the accuracy is, these guys are kind of a non-issue. Kind of. Not ideal. But it worked out. One left. Please don't land in the water. Thank you. Got all the brains. Don't need the shells. Probably some more stuff in this cave, but save that for later. If ever. Bunch of dudes. Hello there, rude Rob. Catch the barkeeper wiping a glass with a dishcloth, one which happens to perfectly match the color of his hair. Whether that's intentional or not, you aren't sure. He is one short but wiry man, covered in tattoos. Wears a number of rings on his fingers, with most of them looking like they were made from silver. But there's a few golden colored ones amongst them as well. After he sets the now shiny glass and the dishcloth aside, he speaks to you. Hey, you must be new around here, 'cause I ain't seen your ugly face before. I'm Rob. I'll call you Ugly Joe from now on. What do you want? Show me the stocks. No, more explosives than the average bar. But I don't need more right now. Oh hey, the guy I was looking for. A male figure stands unmoving before you, hands clasped in front of him. Most of his head is in wraps, except for a pair of pitch black eyes. It is as if you stare into the abyss, only to discover that the abyss was staring into you long before you were aware of its existence. And the abyss embraces you. His fingers are the first to come to life, moving like the legs of a centipede. Then you hear a slow, offbeat voice addressing you. You have a question for me, yes? He moves his hands to the side and tilts his head slightly upward. I am as if, and I've been observing your performance keenly. I must say, watching you grow as an agent and take progressively harder tasks upon yourself, and then even executing on them optimally, with thought and elegance, was not something I get to witness often. So, you have further needs for my services, right? 'Cause I want money. Indeed. But what I will offer you is not simply a job. Oh boy, we're getting inducted into Walmart. We are the eye of Underrail. We watch and wait for opportunities such as those you've been given. Opportunities to obtain wealth, to gain better understanding of this world we found ourselves in, and perhaps to change its course for the better. We need people such as yourself, yes. People who understand that steering destinies requires a gentle hand, even though that very hand must occasionally hold a knife. We need people that value secrecy over glory, and understand the advantage of the defensive cover of anonymity. Do you understand? Yeah, I think so. Yes, I think you do. Tell me then, is this something that you would want to be a part of? Will you join our organization? Yeah, sure. His eyes move, but their uniform blackness prevents you from distinguishing the exact point of their focus. A single blink brings them to a stop. Excellent. Follow me. It's awkward to follow someone when we walk faster than they do. Guess it's better than walking slower than they do. We're here. There's more to this place than meets the eye, I assume. Indeed. Look closer. Not with these eyes. Points to your eyes. But with your mind's eye. Allow me to help you with that. It's a big ass, not quite pyramid, but very triangular. It's even bigger on the inside. Welcome to Oculus, Paul. By now, many questions must have accumulated inside your head. I will try to answer them as best I can. What is this place? This is Oculus, the eye of Underrail. Yes, all important information finds its way here sooner or later. We use this information to generate profit and ensure our safety, survival, and prosperity. And also to make sure this place remains secret and undefiled. We have not built it, and it is not ours, but we are its custodians for the moment. You didn't build it. Who did? It was originally built by beings we, in absence of a better name, refer to as Godmen. We learned this much from the mainframe. We don't know for sure what its purpose was originally, but we assume it was similar to what we use it for today. Great acoustics? Nah, that's just a fortunate bonus. This place was meant for monitoring the world around it, or more specifically, the human society. Though much of their machinery is broken or inoperable, those that we can still use gives us considerable insight into what's going on in Underrail. That's why we call it the Oculus. And who were the Godmen, the guys who built it? When the mainframe spoke to me, it uttered words in an unknown language directly into my mind. Among those were thoughts and concepts my mind had never encountered before, and had great trouble processing. Some of them still confuse me to no end, and prevent me from deciphering the messages of the mainframe. Some of them, such as Godmen, my mind could approximate. Know, however, that this is not a compound word in its original language. It does not stand for godly men or male gods. This much I know. What exactly it means is a part of the mystery, and for the same reason I cannot explain the meaning of the word, I also cannot convey well enough the things the mainframe told me about the Godmen. Depending on whether the messages are interpreted as history or visions, Godmen are, were, or yet to be the masters of their galaxy and all the universe that is within their reach. Their home is a moon orbiting a gas giant. Where these celestial bodies are in relation to us, I do not know. They came into power by defeating the Leviathans, whom they greatly hate, though I know little about those. Godmen sit immortal on their moon, watching the universe through super telescopes. Their stars give them more power than they need, and they can fire their deadly weapons as far as they can see. Godmen have nothing to fear except the dark, empty, silent expanses and the primordial fires, though they highly prefer the latter. It's a lot to take in, is it not? Do not ask me what any of this means, though. I would not condition your contemplations with my own assumptions. I'd rather you produce something entirely new for me to consider. I think I've heard enough for now. So what do I do now? I suggest you look around a bit. Familiarize yourself with the equipment and your colleagues. Like yourself, each of them are here for a good reason, yes. And when you're good and ready, come see me again. I have an assignment for you. Alright, wander around. Got it. Some boxes, dudes running around. Spooky ghost hiding. And some named people. Phyllis. The woman turns toward you, slowly and calmly. She looks at you with emotionless eyes, greets you with an impassive expression, and speaks to you in a toneless voice. Paul, I am Phyllis, and I perform repairs on all Alculites. Or if you prefer a different term, I offer medical attention. Nice to meet you, Phyllis. The pleasure's mine. If you get damaged, do not hesitate to see me. During my time here, not a single one of my patients expired. I do not wish to expire. I'll see if I need anything. Please do. All treatment will be free of charge. Sell anything? Cigars, apparently. Don't need anything from here right now. There's a funny blue mark on the ground. Worry about that later. Yeah, there's Abram. We just have a nice big sip right now before getting to the conversation. Alright. Find Abram leaning over what appears to be a three-dimensional map of Underrail. Studying it intently, he shifts his attention to you as you approach. He starts to speak, but his voice comes out too raspy. He tries to clear his throat. That results in a coughing fit. Finally, he composes himself and addresses you in his usual wheezing voice. I had a good wheeze feeling about you, wheeze. Since the time you helped, wheeze, us free Mora. It does not surprise me that you found your way here. Why would that be? You have all the qualities our organization is looking for. He coughs violently. You're perceptive, calculating, and can get the job done. What's with the hologram? It's a geopolitical map of South Underrail. Keep track of various stations and communities of South Underrail and record relevant information. Could I have some of this information? Which station or faction in particular is of interest? The places we track are marked on the map. A lot of stuff I could be asking. Tell me about Protectorate. Protectorate is a military organization formed some 17 to 18 years ago in North Underrail, under the leadership of General Belek. He united and trained the local gangs into a paramilitary force that eventually became an army. He used this army to overtake Biogroup facilities in the north, which then granted them access to the technology they needed, as well as educated scientists and engineers who know how to make use of it. Following that, the Protectorate moved to create United Stations, federation of station states, some of them who joined willingly, others who were coerced militarily or just simply conquered. While officially the United Stations is governed by a council, a special place on that council is reserved for the Protectorate's High Commander, and all the major decisions always requires approval, be it official or unofficial. Today, Protectorate's attempting to expand here in the south as well. In the recent past, they managed to restore and occupy a metro station in the south, now called South Railroad Outpost, or SRO for short. They used this to set themselves up an embassy and junkyard. We'll see what road they're gonna take, their attempts to integrate the junkyard. I assume that they'll attempt to leverage the support from the residents of the lower class, who'd be more than happy to see the two ruthless gangs replaced by a faction that at least has a concept of civil rights. No better lip service than no service. Unless if you're free drones, that is. And never mind. Catch you later. Now we go down. Constantine. Come up to a tall man with a mildly irritated look on his face. Despite that, his tone of voice is generally welcoming and doesn't imply that your presence bothers him. And who do my eyes see? A newcomer. Welcome, Paul, to a place that doesn't exist to most people. I'm Constantine, the Oculus Quartermaster. Show me the stuff. It's got a lot of blueprints anyway. Thermobaric launcher grenades. Yes, please. Spying endoscope. Might as well. Don't need the rest. Old World Firearms by Mikhail Browning. An unparalleled authoritative technical guide to firearms of the old world. Even though so much of the global information has been lost since the descent, Mikhail Browning, BioCorp's most famous weapon scientist, has taken upon himself to compile as much technical information as possible into a single publication. The result is his magnum opus, a guide containing technical manuals and holograms for over 30,000 firearms. BioCorp Publishing North. Kind of expensive, but I'm sure it's worth it. Alright, now the thermobarics. 40mm cases, hexogen, and magnesium. Could have sworn these used to use napalm before. Either that changed, or I've been misremembering. Alright, how about the good stuff? Really good stuff. Just because I'm relatively new here doesn't mean I'm poor. What makes you think I have the good stuff? Being observant is a requirement here, if I'm not mistaken. Observant, you say? He pauses. Well, that you most certainly are, Paul. Take a look at this. Bunch of belts, coveralls. More blueprints. More other stuff. Pretty good plasma core, actually. 159. Don't run into those too often, so scoop that up. SAR frame that's at 116. I think is too low for what I needed. Actually, rather than wondering about it, let me pop open the wiki really quick. Alright, so for the Punisher, which is the 25mm I'm currently using, I need a 10 round box mag, which I just bought earlier. And SAR frame, quality 130. That one's not going to be good enough. Then as for the other launcher, needs launcher frame, mangonel, quality 125 or more, and an 8-chamber revolver cylinder. Also a scope. That does... Neither of these are good enough for that, but I'm gonna buy it anyways. Not selling any regular grenade launchers. Or I mean, assembled grenade launchers. Forget if there's a third level of inventory he has. Find out. Yeah, no. That's all the inventory. Gotta grab the mission from Azif and teleport on out of here. Tell me about that assignment. There lived a man, and it could be that he still lives, named Whit Nozek. Long time ago he used to work for Biocorp, the old Biocorp, before Underrail Protectorate took it, or takeover. Way before. He worked on a project called the Ark. The exact details of the project are unknown to me, but I do know it was related to some manner of life longevity research. What I do know is that near the end of his time with Biocorp, he made a major breakthrough in his research. Unfortunately, those were chaotic times, and he ended up not sharing these results with his colleagues before he fled from the organization. I need to know what these results were, and I suspect that Whit is the only man that can help us with that. Don't know where he is, or if he was alive at all, so getting this information will surely not be easy. We'll have our knowledge database to help you in your investigation, though, so I suggest you start there. You can access it through a console in the geopolitical room near the holographic map. I'll get right on that. We're at access level 1. See if I can improve that. Increase that to level 3. Success. Keycard. Do not have any. Personal files. Whole lot of people. Nozek. Full name, Whit Nozek, profession, geneticist, alignment, old Biocorp. Old Biocorp Renegade. Involved in Phenotype Dynamics, Biocorp, Project Arima, also Biocorp, and Project Art. Other various Biocorp projects also. Whit was a second circle scientist, meaning that most of his personal and professional info was classified, resulting in very limited information we have on him today. Whit was dismissed from Arima by an unknown member of the First Circle. He spent several years on minor projects before being reassigned to Project Ark. Following the Hollow Earth incident, Whit defected from Biocorp, and from that point in time, his movements remain largely unknown. It is likely, though, that assuming he's still alive and scientifically active, he would choose Core City as his residence, where he would be out of reach of Biocorp and Protectorate, while still having access to some scientific equipment. How about project files? Project Ark. Project name, Ark. Organization, Old Biocorp. Participants: Alexei Makar, geneticist, Whit Nozak, also geneticist, and Jord Aba, who's a chemist. Locations: the Panacea Lab in Upper Underrail. Little is known about this project aside from that it is most certainly dealt with human life longevity research. And in Project Arima. Known participants: Whit Nozak and Jord Aba. Location unknown, purpose unknown. Phenotype Dynamics. What is known is that this project dealt with using mutagens to dynamically change phenotypes of a living being in its mature state. It is also known that much of the controversy that surrounded the Hollow Earth incident is related to this project. Biocorp files. Old Biocorp, Reformed Biocorp, and Protectorate Biocorp. Read that later. Anomalies. One entry: Cypherner Man. Anomaly type: undiscovered species. Potential hybrid. Recently acquired information mentions the existence of a Cypherner Man. Several sources vaguely describe it as a bipedal humanoid creature. Highly intelligent, and according to one source, even capable of using language. So far, no proof of his existence is available, but the increasing number of such claims, while from unreliable sources, should not be ignored or treated as a hoax until more information can be acquired. No further information. Very interesting. And then, next up, back to Core City. What kind of grenade launcher I can get out of this frame? Maybe make some thermobarics while I'm at it. Also, I forgot I had 27 advanced L-Vipos. Just right there. Probably start selling them more. Alright. Thermobaric grenades. 50% nominal damage as mechanical, 75% nominal damage as heat. To all targets in a radius of 3. Ignores 30% of damage resistance and threshold. So it's kind of like a high explosive grenade. Bigger radius. Less damage, resistance, and threshold piercing, but 30% versus 40%. And 25% more heat damage in comparison. Yeah, I guess it's just kind of a stronger version of the high explosive. And as for the grenade launcher, less damage. More precision, although that's just the attachments. A lot more capacity would be the main reason to use it. Skip over that. With a new here. Maybe Rag has something. A little before I went over there. Highest quality boot spring I have is 108. I probably have an even higher quality one in the boots I have right now, but do not have this assembled, so I cannot check. $106, which I think is more, but not enough. And how about basement inventory? Nothing I want. Alright, so now I'm back to square one of figuring out which direction I'm gonna be wiggling myself in, but before that, it is break time. Last time I ate a banana, this time I'm just gonna kinda walk in circles for 3 minutes. Very exciting stuff. Anyways. Alright, I'm back. I definitely did a bunch of walking instead of just sitting in my chair drinking gin. Why would I lie? Anyways, figured out where I'm going. It's not a very fun place, but it is a very lucrative place. And the new grenades should probably help. Well, sort of. Which is why I'm gonna bring all of them. All this frame. Run right back over to Foundry. You know, the place I keep saying that I'm done with. So I just realized I'm not actually using the Punisher right now. Which isn't that surprising, I just kind of forgot. Wonder if the inventories have refreshed over here. Doesn't seem like it. Anyways, spot I'm going to is right up over there, in the top right corner of the map. Yeah, what it's called. The gate station, I think? Or is it Panacea? Oh, wherever it is, it's full of bugs and other ugly stuff. Somehow swoosed right past all the rat hounds. The Gate Research Outpost. I got the name right anyways. Warning. Electrical circuit damage detected in lower levels. Certain phases might be disabled. Electrical oscillations detected. Manual full reset recommended. Open the gate. Could go straight down, or I could go the other ways. No, there's crawlers behind that door. Just forget if there's any rewards worth a damn. Time to find out. Alright. Pop the door open. Throw grenade. There they are. Not gonna slow him down terribly much. Looks like I cannot shoot a grenade over top of the counter. Have some more fire. Let's not get over the counter. Just regenerating health as I do nothing but watch. Comes the other one. Not quite enough. Good thing he's stupid. There we go. Completely forget if there's more of those around here. But I'm gonna declare victory anyways. Keycard. Lab Gate Keycard. HRO. Which I think stands for Hecate Research Outpost. Hyperallergenic gland. Vile gland full of the infamous hyperallergenic venom, which can induce a state in which body starts aggressively protecting itself from healing medicine. Don't know why I don't remember finding one of these beforehand. All of that for a couple of sandwiches. Worth it. Doors open. EMP your mind right in front. Oh hey. I think it's in kill mode right now. There goes their shields. Have a frag. Easy peasy. Free machine gun. Whole lot of fun stuff over in that room. Need a storage keycard. I forgot my gas mask at home. I should have to go borrow one. This is the biosuit. Slightly worse resistance, slightly higher threshold. Just need the mask. I should probably save beforehand, just in case. Mutated cockroach. Not sure if mutations make it more or less disgusting than regular cockroaches. 1 point. Well, other than the cockroach, not terribly much in there. Old data medium. Already have all of those. Free bag. Sturdy vest, some visor. No power. Oh, only one direction left to scavenge in. It's where all the fun stuff likes to skitter around. See how this goes. Oh, there goes the shield. 2 greater coil spiders. And they both ran away. lots of shocking sounds. Speaking of shocking, fully charged spider. Don't like that. And I'm on fire. But good news is, he's also on fire. And now he's dead. There's another. Just a little bit of fire damage. Have to wait the 20-something seconds and try again. Something spotted me. Here it is. Here's another one. Two of them. And I'm stunned. Well, that's probably a reload. Let's see if it is. It sure was. Just kinda have to wait for him to patrol by. And it happened again. Nearly survived, but nearly doesn't quite count. Shit. I got the just the thing for this. There it is. Not ideal, but I'm not dead yet. There he is. Some more fire. Slowly fumigating this place. More like burninating it, but as long as the spiders are gone. Coiled spider egg sac. Ruptured coiled spider egg sac. Bunch of tiny spider eggs can be seen within. Will they still hatch? 2 points. Which is enough for a level. Big ol' 18. Means I get to pick a feat. I did not think this far ahead. Lots of things to pick from. Could get nimble. Don't think opportunist would be worth it. I mean, anyone I flashbang I'd get a 25% damage bonus against, but don't do terribly many slows or stuff like that. So it would be pretty much just the flashbangs. Maybe the concussive grenades. Recklessness is vaguely good, but it's also a downside. Mentioned disassemble just earlier. Could grab that. But it's 5 specialty points if you want to make it truly good. I think I want to spend that on other stuff. It's not Demolition Man. Not crit power. Not most of this stuff. I mean, arguably ballistics is good, but I feel like it doesn't do enough. Same thing as like gunsmith or whatever it is. Gun nut. Increases the upper damage range of all firearms you craft by 15%, which is only like a 7.5% increase in average damage. So not as good as it seems like, but it's not nothing. I'll lean into what I've been doing. Nimble. Increase precision bonus by 1%. So it would give me a 6% bonus on the first level, or first specialization point. Probably not worth it. Increases amount of goods merchants will buy by 0.1% per mercantile skill. I'm pretty sure that's effective rather than just points. So it would increase it by 1% per mercantile skill to 1.1%, which still adds up. Increases dodge and evasion bonus by additional 2%. Totally useless for what I'm doing. Increases initiative by 1 for every specialization point. Arguably, very good. Increase amount of ignored evasion by 2%. Increase damage bonus by 2%. Increases critical chance by 0.1 per stated amount of skill points. No, I'm being very indecisive about it, but it takes a lot of work to get back to where I'm gonna be if I ever decide that I have a different thing I could have gone for. Extra utility slot would be kinda nice. I'll go with nimble. So I just noticed that you can do the same thing with the paranoia perk, or feat, as you can do with the trigger happy. Half as much of it though, but I've got both. So it's between 3-pointer, salesman, and maybe trigger happy. Put 5 points into the tricky trajectory damage bonus. Get where it would double total amount of damage bonus. But it only applies to the grenade launchers, not the regular grenades. Same thing with 3-pointer. Makes the grenades better, does nothing for the grenades, or grenade launchers. Same thing with practice parabola. Three-pointer. Forget exactly where the thing is, or resetting the power. Pretty sure it's up here somewhere. We're down. Gotta be a web somewhere here. I just can't see it. Just know it. Or maybe not. Status on. Electrical circuit damage detected. Shutdown recommended. And it's off. And there it is. The power fist. Much more useful on a different type of build, but it's one of the few weapons in the game you can argue is good on any kind of character because of the strength increase. Golden disc. Some type of data disc painted gold. Clearly, just for show. 2 points. Minigun motor. Bunch of other stuff. Let's get this basement cleared out. Starting to think it already is. Damn it. Just enough damage to throw me underneath the self-regen. Better be some good stuff on this shelf. Gasoline. I'll take it. Alright. Not entirely done, but I'm at the time limit. I'm gonna have to leave it there for today. Right. Not gonna waste any time this time. Thank you for watching the stream. See ya.